Dallas Stars staved off or delayed mathematical elimination from the playoffs today in a 2-1 win in New Jersey in overtime. Stars, then they'll officially be eliminated maybe even as early as tomorrow when Nashville or St. Louis play. Basically, in order to make the playoffs, the Stars would have to win their final 7 games. Then they would need the Blues or the Predators to lose their final 8 games in regulation. So they're going to miss the playoffs. We've known that for a while. They're going to miss the playoffs, but for one day only, at least, we had the Stars doing enough to win a game on the road, and for a while it looked like they might have gotten shut out. They were down 1-0 for most of the game until Ales Hemsky scored on the power play and spoiled what was a very strong performance by Keith Kincaid for New Jersey. And then in overtime, the Stars get a power play, and Tyler Seguin finishes off a really nice pass from John Klingberg, kind of playing right into that prophecy or storyline that the Stars broadcast had pushed through the entire game of Tyler Seguin versus Taylor Hall, and hoping Tyler Seguin would come through against the player who was drafted one before him, obviously in his draft. Stars kind of have one of the more interesting games coming up on Tuesday. They play the Montreal Canadiens on Tuesday, and it's a game where it's a team that they're going to see Jordie Benn again, who Jordie Benn obviously was traded away from Dallas to Montreal for an exchange for Greg Patterin and a 4th-round pick, and it'll be the first time Jordie and Jamie Benn have played against each other. And that should be a fun game to watch, just from the brothers' storyline. Right when Jordie Benn was traded, Jamie told us, "I guess we'll just have to meet at center ice in the first game back." And I don't think that'll happen, but hopefully that'd be fun. And and we'll get to see what Jordie Benn, and Stars fans who haven't watched Montreal since the trade, will get to see what Jordie Benn's done in a more defensive-first system, and have gone from somewhat underappreciated in Dallas to now being a guy who Montreal is trying to figure out a way to protect him in the upcoming expansion draft because he's become that valuable to their team. Should be fun to watch on Tuesday just for that storyline. As I wrote the other day for WFAA, it's the final 8 games of this season for the Stars we should use to celebrate the fun storylines. Adam Cracknell scoring a hat trick the other night, watching Jason Dickinson come up, see if he can work his way into an NHL spot for next season, and when Jamie Benn plays Jordie Benn, try and find the fun things within the games for the final now 7 games of the season. Everyone, thanks for watching, and we'll talk on Tuesday.